Did she say 16-year-olds are hotter than 26-year-olds?
Yep, she says exactly that.
Our favorite girl had a long 1-hour video done on her, but I don't want to watch the whole thing. So this is from Jay Aubrey. He did some research on our girl Pearl.
Hey guys, today I am here with my sister Eva, and she is going to give a chicken coop tour. I don't need no validation. I don't need no validation.
Okay, you don't need no validation.
Except from TikTok. Ah! A lot of you guys have been asking questions. So I kind of ended up being like a full-time TikTok, like YouTuber by accident.
So we can see Pearl was actually once pretty far removed from the characters who make up the manosphere. In fact, I doubt she even knew who any of them were back when she was making things like My First Vlog, A Trip to Florida, Chicken Coop Tour, wrong spelling, and Mansion House Tour, 10 bedrooms.
Okay, so I'm gonna see the front of the house.
10 bedrooms is crazy.
10 bedrooms is a lot.
See, Pearl herself comes from a very wealthy, sheltered background in Chicago, with both of her parents, Dan and Jennifer Davis, being quite accomplished software engineers in their own right. Jennifer being listed as the former CEO of Davisware, a multi-million-dollar company the couple founded together. She's now the CEO of another organization she founded, Be Exponential, which is described as an online community seeking to provide tangible and realistic advice to women and mothers specifically in navigating parenthood or life as a whole. Their website also mentions that Be Exponential was built by women for women.
Ain't that crazy that this girl's arguing for the TradCon thing, stay at home, be a wife, have kids, do all this other stuff, and her mom is a CEO? Women aren't feminine enough. Women are this, and you see her arguing on podcasts, yelling at people, telling people off, or being aggressive and combative with people. It's just interesting that her whole life experience, even at home, was the opposite.
Yeah.
And by all accounts, the way she speaks about her family life and the fact that her parents stayed together, it seems very contradictory with the whole idea that, because her mom is the quintessential modern woman in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Right? You can't be a CEO and be hyper feminine.
No.
That's just not the way it works. You can't run a company successfully, run multiple companies successfully, make all this money, and still be super. The reason being is like, and when you're in the workplace, there's a certain level of assertiveness and all this stuff that you need to do. So it's just interesting to me that she had a good life growing up. She was afforded a good life by her parents based off being like modern women or whatever it is. And yet she gets to this stage, and all of a sudden, in 2 years, she's advocated for the exact opposite of literally what created her. Just interesting.
The more I think, the more I'm like, gosh, the natural world order has to be men, women, children. Maybe government. I haven't decided. I have to think more about that.
Wasn't your mom the president? Was she the leader of the company?
What was you're researching my family now, huh? They might have titled it one thing or another. They did that to get some grant from the government or something. I don't remember. But
so, is that a crime?
So she's basically saying her mom defrauded the government. She wasn't actually a CEO. So either she's lying,
or she don't know what
she's lying to keep up her image and making her parents look like fraudsters.
Or she doesn't know what the
Or she's telling the truth and her parents are fraudsters and she openly admitted it to protect her reputation.
Either way, it don't look good.
I mean, listen, I don't care what crime my mom admitted or did. There's no way I'm saying that shit in public. But we all build different. If you want to expose your parents, like imagine your kids online.
She's not realizing that what she's saying. She's talking about fraud. She doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
She's just like, well, my mom was not actually that. She's just saying like that. She's not saying committing fraud and stuff like. She doesn't know that what you're talking about is illegal.
So, is that a crime?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that on air.
The main takeaway here is that Pearl got to experience a lavish childhood as a result of her parents both having high-paying jobs. In fact, one of the times Pearl first blew up was thanks to a TikTok she made about a giant water slide her dad bought her and her siblings. Yeah, some people just live a completely different life than the rest of us. Now I know why she thinks a Lamborghini costs 50 grand.
Yo, this video is wild. They did their research. They did their research. Shout out to this guy. Jay Aubrey is killing it.
But this was Pearl's first taste of online stardom, a glimpse into a life where she didn't have to work a corporate job with Konica Minolta selling printers, a position she absolutely hated.
And it was literally like the worst sales job of my life. Like, I hated it. I hated it so much.
But if she had never sold printers, we never would have gotten these wonderful song parodies she posted to LinkedIn.
We just took a DNA test, turns out we're 100% the best, even when we're going crazy, because we do see problems, that's a human in us. Bling bling, then we solve them, that's a salesman in us.
I'm starting to see why she hated working there.
You should call me on my work phone, all day when you need her.
Yo, don't lie. Yo, with that last one, she on to something. I think the boy Drizzy got to get in contact. You need to call her on his cell phone.
He's not.
What does Charlemagne always say?
Too much goddamn mayonnaise.
I know when that work for ring.
Yeah, you know, COVID was a weird time for all of us. I'll just say that.
My name is Pearl from Konica. I'll help you save till I can't no more. We got the printers in the back.
It's still better than her recent music.
Feminism is the worst thing ever. Yeah, we get our money. Yeah, we get our job. Yeah, we dumped our high school heartthrob. But then we end up alone on antidepressants, all alone.
According to one article I found from 2020, Pearl was first gaining traction on TikTok after just several months of creating her account. Her initial claim to fame being her breakup quiz series, in which she wrote a bunch of questions that viewers could then send to their ex-partners to fill out for Pearl to post publicly. And it was pretty successful too, posting the best answers from a pool of nearly 9,000 submissions. This article though also makes sure to note that Pearl herself has yet to send the quiz to anyone in her past, considering she's never actually been in a real relationship. Pearl stating, "I actually have not had a boyfriend that was serious enough for me to send it to, hence why I had my followers take it. The only long-term relationship I can think of is a guy I talked to."
Y'all noticing the pattern with these dating coaches? Just saying. Just saying.
Only. Huh? What?
They don't say that shit.
What I do? I didn't say.
It's crazy.
Which in itself is totally fine and normal. Everyone moves at their own pace, and there's no shame in dating later in life. Except Pearl might slightly disagree.
Just because you're 35 and you're single doesn't mean you'll be single at 40, at 60, at 70.
Well, but the problem is at 35, you've lost all the things that men value. That's the problem, because men value femininity, fertility, and they value youth. So you can't say you're youthful when you're almost halfway through your life. Like, you can't say you're fertile when you're about to have geriatric pregnancy. So it's like, and you look worse than you did at 25, right? So the way you're thinking is like a woman.
Not to mention it's almost been 3 years since this article was published, and to my knowledge, Pearl still has yet to be in an actual long-term relationship. Though there was the time she briefly dated the angry TikTok reaction guy, not for very long. Her ex-best friend of 22 years, Emily, says that despite her brief time with angry reactions, Pearl has still never had a serious relationship.
Have you ever been engaged?
No, never. And she's never even been in a serious relationship. Like, honest to God, her and Wanye, like, that wasn't even that doesn't even count at all, because what was that?
And that's where we run into a bit of a problem. Pearl, as someone who has evidently never been married, never been engaged, never even held down a boyfriend longer than a few months, still somehow has the nerve to tell other women what to do in their relationships. Publicly. It's her job to do that. A huge part of her brand relies on judging other people's marriages from afar. Pearl likes the idea of being married. She wants a family someday and wants to have kids. But does that by itself mean she's a reliable source on how a marriage needs to work? What exactly gives her the right to tell others how they're doing things wrong when she herself hasn't even experienced a relationship the way she thinks she wants it? Pearl's relationship advice might as well be completely fucking discarded, even by her own metric.
I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you? This is just something I've noticed. Yeah, like, why would I take advice from you if you can't maintain a relationship?
I didn't say it. She did.
Fourth thing I've learned from the manosphere, and I'm not going to talk about if this is true or not true. Women are always willing to leave you for a better option. Women today are less marriageable than ever before. Like, women can and will take all of your money. Women will do things like withhold sex if they don't do like chores or something.
She was so excited to share what she had learned, in fact, that she even brought her family into the mix, which had some varying results.
Today, I have a special guest on the channel, my little sister, Amelia. She's super excited to be here. I'm going to be showing her some of Kevin Samuel's savage moments, because she was not willing to sit down for a full clip. So
yeah, her sister does not give even a single fuck. Just please let her go.
Do you think women get upset at men a lot?
Depends.
Do you think they say things like men are trash a lot? Do you think that's okay?
Sometimes.
Really?
Depends on the guy you're talking about.
Do you think, but in general, do you think that's okay?
Like, men are trash, like, just in general.
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that kind of stuff.
That's how the most normal people would hear.
Yeah.
Red pill. Okay. What's that? I got bills to pay. She's 13. Like, this is a question I've never asked myself. I was like, would I ever sit a 12-year-old down and be like, you want to watch some Kevin Samuels?
They're kind of players a little bit. You ready? Stop looking like I'm torturing you.
Why the hell are you gonna pay full price for a goddamn car that's been used? If I'm gonna invest into you, I need to know you are not used, man.
What does your YouTube feed look like on a daily basis?
It literally looks like this stuff. It's like men's dating advice.
You are so single.
Nigga! Some of you are single, but some of you are so single.
You are so sick. Oh my God. Yo, the way that shit came out. Yo, play it back. I want to hear it again.
It literally looks like this stuff. It's like men's dating advice.
You are so single. Someone had to say it.
Okay. Fucking uppercut the fucking beat.
Your own sister just.
God damn.
Yo, they all taking turns on her.
But why are you also exposing her to the repulsion that is your community? I mean, these comments are insane. She has no life in her. She's gonna do hard drugs when she gets older. She for sure is not attracting anyone in life. She will die alone.
Talking about the 13.
Yeah, of course. It's the internet. It's wild out there. It is wild.
Yo, these
you're just
some
here.
Red pill dudes is straight up losers. They heard a 13-year-old being like, I don't really care about this manosphere stuff. And they're like, this girl's fucking stupid.
You're gonna be here existing, my guy, and then they're gonna.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was Kevin Samuels. What did you think? Did you think what he said was true or false?
I don't know.
If I tried showing my little sister some of Pearl's videos, I think she'd deck me in the face.
I prefer Kevin Samuels to Fresh and Fit.
I prefer Minecraft YouTubers.
Watching Pearl try to get regular people on board with her new belief system is truly a sight to behold.
A girl will only love a guy that's like the best she can get. But if she has a better option, like that makes more money, is more attractive, is like just a better all-around option, she'll leave her current like boyfriend or husband for them. Oh.
I mean, just here you can tell her friend isn't nearly as invested in this conversation as Pearl is.
Basically, the candy store analogy is like sex is candy, and girls get it right away. But most guys, you don't have access to sex till their late 20s, early 30s. Okay. So if you get married like before then, they think that like girls should put up with cheating, basically. I know. Because like it's not fair to the guys, because like now at 35 they finally put out their money right, they got to the gym for 5 years, did all this stuff, now they get to have sex with a lot of people. So why would they only settle for one?
Well, then why did they get married?
Why did they get married? Why not just stay single and go sleep around? You know, I think we spend so much time on YouTube we don't realize, like, just go outside. This whole red pill stuff is so goofy, like nobody in the real world takes it seriously.
Play a little.
This is a niche thing
You're
for a
in a
niche
vacuum,
community.
you're in like in a little circle jerk of people that think like,
yeah, this shit's not real life for most people. People are not taking this shit seriously.
Man, people are just trying to make it through the day. The last thing anyone wants to do is listen to JustPearlyThings tell them what age disqualifies women from finding a partner. Who cares? Also, asking this person about age probably isn't the best idea.
Did she say 16-year-olds are hotter than 26-year-olds?
Yep, she says exactly that.
Okay.
Okay. This is wild. This is wild. This wild.
I mean, you could have chose a like 46-year-old. Nah. I'd be like, maybe.
Nah.
You could make that take.
Nah.
26?
26.
God damn.
Golly.
16-year-old chicks are hotter than
You can't even repeat that, right? You can't even. Yeah, exactly. Moving right along.
Yeah, but you know you like no, nigga, and you weird. I say it.
Moving right.
Y'all here talking about underage girls are more. Oh my god.
Right along.
No,
just the fact that you want to explain this shit. You don't have to explain this shit.
It's not like I want to explain it. It's just like,
yeah, there's the geezers out there.
You know, the red pill stuff. The more you peel back the layers, you hear weird stuff, and like eventually they just want to fuck like a 14-year-old virgin. Like, and that's what it sounds like. The more and more you peel back the layers, and it's not like they want to go after kids. You get weirder and weirder.
Fuck you mean, man?
Before it's like, yo, 18's legal, and then it's like, yo, 16-year-olds are hotter. Y'all weird. I don't care what nobody says.
What the fuck was she cooking here?
Not that it's literally any excuse that she's doing this, because what she is doing, I can't even put into words how disgusting it is. But I've known her since 2002. I do not think she thinks that way. If she does, fuck her all over again. I don't care. But I don't think she does. I think she does it to rev people up and to get more views and to get more money. So all that to say, I'm curious to see once she does find a husband and find a man, is she gonna keep this act up? Because is she gonna find somebody that shares these exact views with her? Or is she gonna meet someone and be like, okay, I don't actually think this way?
According to both Emily and Angry Reactions, Pearl's bizarre obsession with churning out the most mind-numbing takes imaginable seemed to happen overnight.
Because a lot of people be in my comments be like, she had to have been like this when y'all was dating. Bro, no, she wasn't at all. She was not like this, bro.
I mean, we know she used to be normal-ish. What happened then? How do you go from making such innocuous vlogs with your family to outright pandering to the lowest form of men on Twitter with no shame? Well, without making any unreasonable assumptions here, we know from Emily that Pearl has been consistently fixated on finding a boyfriend in the past, staying up late into the night, and poring over all the numbers and information she could possibly find in hopes of finally attaining a high-value man of her liking.
It's honestly like sad, because she was always trying to figure out what could she do to get a husband. You know, I always told her that she did too much research. She was always online, like looking up relationship facts and stuff like that, and she would be up late, like doing it. And I'm like, just stop. Yeah, just stop doing that. Like, let's just naturally look for a man.
Which again, is fine. Everyone deserves to find love. Except I don't know how she expects to do it when this is how she advertises herself to the public. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know exactly why she pivoted so hard to red pill content. We simply don't know the definitive reason as to why she's so susceptible to the manosphere. And oh wait, there is a reason, and she said it herself? Oh, okay.
Or even girls, they'll ask me, like, how can you listen to this man? And I have one answer for you. Low self-esteem.
Yeah, that's real. Her answer to the question, why do you listen to this sexist trash, basically boils down to, oh, it's because I hate myself.
From a young age, I haven't thought highly of myself. I never thought that I deserved a lot, to be honest. I never thought of myself as a queen. And I never thought of myself super highly. I'm gonna just be honest here. From a young age, I was what you call humbled, okay? Most of my friends, right, were generally like more attractive than me. I was never the hot friend. Most guys, even the average guys, they would ask me about my friend first. And if that didn't work out, then they would come crawling to me. So, yeah, I would say low self-esteem, that's the main one. And yeah, being humbled. That's why I can listen to Manosphere content.
Honestly, this might seem like the most human thing Pearl said to date. Mm-hmm. And I think what she describes is the exact reason why most dudes get into the red pill. They get rejected a lot. They want answers. And they have this ideology that says, I used to be like you. I used to be a loser. Now I have 7 women on my
and you can be like me.
That's it. That's how all these people fall into it. You know, this idea that these are all experts and all this other stuff. It's like, no. They were all dweebs and nerds who couldn't get any. And then they got a little bit of fame and notoriety, and now they're based off this scam that they're selling, they're able to then propel themselves forward. And, you know, for her, it's even funnier because even though she got the notoriety, she still can't get a boyfriend. So obviously, at least the red pill guys are getting laid. At least she can't even get a boy. Like, that's crazy. Ain't that crazy? All this 2 minutes up, you can't get a husband still?
They still not looking for you.
That's a crazy failure. But you hear it, like, it's from a place of hurt. That's where all of these people come from. That's where all this shit is projected from. It doesn't make it okay or whatever. It's just, that's the pathology that I've seen. It's often scammers or people who are really hurt who buy into the scam. But that's been my experience of life.
Well, people that can benefit from or people that can that it's either people that can take profit of people, or people that kind of see an answer lie to whatever the hell they were feeling.
Yeah,
either or. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
If I was Pearl, I would honestly just fake a marriage. I pay somebody and fake a marriage.
No, that's not good. Because they will know.
Who will know?
People will know. People will know. If you fake a marriage like that and you put it on blast like that, people are going to look into it because they're going to...
Well, how would they know? You can literally fake it very easily. How would they know it's fake?
They're going to know.
How would they know?
They're going to know.
They can interview the guy?
You just don't realize what we just did a beat right now.
If I was I would honestly fake one just so a lot of this criticism.
I don't think she can keep it up. That's what I'm saying. She would fake one, and then that thing will backfire into knowing it's a fake one, and then things will get worse.
Why would it backfire? I don't understand. How would people backfire?
I think that she would get discovered. Like she would fake a marriage. I don't think she's smart enough to be able to fake a marriage to the grand public and things not slip.
I mean, people do that all the time. There's celebrities who do that, who have fake marriages. Why wouldn't she? It's just a matter of getting somebody you pay them. You say yes to do the whole paperwork stuff, and then say just don't talk about it. That's it. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe it would come out. I just think for a business move, it'd be great for her in the short term. But anyways.
In the short, okay. And
I mean, what? You think she's gonna be on YouTube for 10 years? Come on, bro. Lahami and her channel been dying. But anyways, what do you think about the topic?
What topic? There was no topic. We just discussed the whole life of Pearl. We discussed the whole life of Pearl. It's nothing that really I didn't know about. It's really just the wonderful life of Pearl. Like you said, the most thing that I like, what I learned the most is her villain story. Why
the origin story?
The villain origin story.
Yeah, that's
where
nice.
of how it started.
Yes.
And the link to all the other villain, which I understand. I get the sentiment, and I get that. That's the only thing where I can actually understand where it's from, and I can understand the human. That's the human side of Pearl. And after that, she went on a whole other tangent that I already knew about.
But ain't it okay? This is the thing that's fun.
Go ahead.
Pearl has the knowledge. She's open. She's willing to let her man sleep around. Okay.
She don't want that.
But she said she's open to it.
But that's why her friendship.
Hold up. That's what she said. Since she's open to it. She has the knowledge. She knows all the answers. But in her friend group, she's the one who's not married. The ones who don't have the knowledge, who are not down with this, my man go sleep with everybody, they found somebody. And just Lonely Things is still out here giving out advice. Ain't it crazy? The red pill person can't get the blue pill person's results. Just say
Because red pill is not for girls. Red pills is for. It's gonna function more on girl. If you're not so good looking guy, it has more chances of working on you than if you're not so good looking girl. Okay? The reason being is that guys and girls don't look for the same thing. A guy's not gonna care that she says, although that's not what they're looking for. And actually, her promoting herself the way she is promoting herself is the opposite of what every red pill guy wants. What she says is what every red pill guy wants. What she says is what every red pill guy wants. What she is the absolute the opposite of that. They don't want who she is. What she says is red pill. Who she is not.
How is who she is not?
She talks a lot. She's not obedient. She always butts heads with people. She's not red pill. Pearly Things is. Her being is not. The way she's functioning, the way she is. She's a career woman. She's career driven. That's not red pill. Everything that comes out of her mouth is, though. Yeah. So when it's going to be time to not talk about what you do, but doing what you do, it's not going to work because you're not. She's her mom.
I think for a lot of people who fall into these kinds of movements, I think from her, you can kind of see where a lot of it comes up, even if they come from a good family, all this other stuff. If they just not had luck with the opposite sex, then all of a sudden they're very susceptible to a lot of these scams. And that's just what it is with her. And now she's realized that she can perpetuate it for her own financial benefit, so she's doing her thing. That's why everyone who knows her is like, yo, I knew her. 2 years ago, she was not like this at all. And she just switched it up. Why? Because she said it also earlier, I love the views. I'm addicted to TikTok views or whatever it is. Some people get so addicted to any of these things that they'll just sell this persona because it makes them profits. So
someone that was not good, that was a loser back then, considered a loser, if they haven't fixed themselves by the time they get all this attention, can be very detrimental to who they are as a person. If you didn't fix yourself and you do this YouTube stuff, it can mess you up. If you're not fixed and you get into the light of the people and then you go out there and you get all this attention, you can crave for more because you never had that.
Imagine having a little sister who's underage and putting her in front of a red pill audience. Like, there's a certain level of self-awareness you have to lack. There's a bit of like a stunted development I have to imagine you have, where you know these people and the way that they interact with folks. And you bring your little sister who doesn't believe in any of this stuff, and you subject her to these kinds of comments. Like,
or you don't care, or you don't care because you value the views more.
Yes.
She values friendship more than view. She lost friendship because of that. Yeah. She values that more.
She lied on her friends.
She lied on her friends.
Yeah.
She doesn't care if her sister, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not so much that, it's lack of self-awareness. Nah.
Prime clout chasing.
It's crackhead movement.
It's clout chasing. That's all it is. That's what these people
You're
do.
addicted to the views and you're ready to subject people, whenever they want that crack rock. And then they're ready to sell their soul and sell their mamas and their daddies.
Sell their booty.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.